Hey, what's up guys? It's Mr. Jensen with Ed Tech Integration. In today's video, I talk about my Canvas system and then also in my classroom, what I count for assignments, what I don't count for assignments, what's graded, what's not graded, how I do my grading, etc. Now, I'll be the first to admit that this is not a perfect system. It's a system that works for us as a science department. It works for me as a teacher. It's cut down dramatically on how much grading that I have to do every single day. And I also feel like it's a fair assessment of what students actually know. So as you're watching this video, if you disagree or agree or you like or you dislike anything in this video or my system, please feel free to leave those comments below and let me know what works for you or if you like my system. So let's check it out. All right, guys, so before I get into my system with grades and assignments and things like that, I'm going to go through my system and how students access things. So as you can see here, my home screen is here. When students click on home, what they're going to come to is they're going to see this. Now, each one of these tiles here is hyperlinked. So when students come into my class, they're taught to click on the warm-up. So they'll push Control and click on the warm-ups. When they click on the warm-ups, they'll go to the warm-up assignment and they'll do the warm-up on the board. Then they're going to come here after the warm-ups are finished and click on this guy. Now, this guy usually has the objective. It has reminders that test is coming up or assignments or just different things are due, that kind of thing. And then below here, it's today's work. So what I have students do is, again, I have them hold the Control button. I have them open each one of these in a different tab. Because we have Chromebooks and my Chromebooks are unfortunately a little bit slow, it's nice to have all of these open. Once these are open, then they can close out this tab and then they can kind of just toggle between these. So they'll start at this assignment, this assignment, this assignment, and this assignment. I did a video on a more in-depth dive into how I set up my home screen and different things like that. So if you want to check that out, you can look at the link up here. So other than that, they come here. There's a couple different tiles where they can look at extensions and interventions. If students were gone, they can access all of the work from here. So if they were gone, they would click on the page, which is where you access all the assignments, and then the assignments below. They can do it this way. Some of my students really like modules, and that was the old system that I used. So as you can see here, I still keep up my modules. So does this system add a little bit more work for me in the back end? Absolutely. It's shown to be a really good system for students. So if students want to come through here and use the modules, they're welcome to. 99.9% of my students use this home screen here. So like I said, we really like this system. It does provide a little bit more work for us teachers up front, linking things and those sorts of things. But we found that it does reduce a lot of friction for students and they do like it a lot. So if you have a different system that you use, let me know in the comments and let me know what you think about this one. So the second part of this video is going to go into how I do my grading, and then also what counts for points, what doesn't count for points for each module, how we divvy up points, things like that. So it's going to be easiest if we look at modules. Now, as a science department in the beginning of the year, we decided that we wanted to, one, assess students every single class period, quantitative data to be able to measure their learning. And two, we also realized that with 200 plus students that were going to be in the building and that were going to be quarantined and all over the place, we weren't going to be able to grade every single assignment, every single class period. Every teacher kind of runs into this. If you're turning something in every period, there's just not enough hours in the day to be able to grade all of them. So here's how our system works. All of the in-class work, for example, well, this one was a quarantine assignment, but all of the in-class work is not worth any points. So it's just complete, non-complete. So when students go to their grades on Canvas, what they see is a check mark or an X. Now, all of these assignments are just practice assignments. So the way we have it structured in our class, this is a good example, is these assignments that are practice assignments are worth 0 points. You need to do this assignment before you can do the exit ticket. So we base all of our stuff on proficiency grading, at least kind of. Everything's worth 4 points as far as assignments go. So like exit tickets are 4 points, discussion boards are 4 points, warm-ups are 4 points. So in a normal class, students would come in, they would do their warm-up, they would click on this, they would do their assignment. Then after they're done with their assignment as a class, we would stop about 5 minutes before, and then we would do our exit ticket. So what I'm going to show you now is how we break all of these things down. So these are our module grades. Okay. So like I said, it's based on a proficiency scale. At least that's what we're trying to base it off of. So everything's worth 4 points, with 4 being proficient, 3, 2, 1, and 0. 0, obviously, either no work is done or not proficient at all. okay? And then the scale in between. So here are our 4-point assignments. Every single day there's a warm-up. At the end of each module, they turn in their warm-ups and they get 4 points for the warm-ups. Exit tickets. Now, exit tickets are done every single day, and this is where students get the majority of their points. So they're assessed on the learning objective for that day. Now, like I said, in class every single day, there's an exit ticket. Exit tickets are graded automatically, at least the majority of them. So most of them are just new quizzes within Canvas. And once they take their exit ticket, then they get the points graded automatically. It goes into the gradebook. Discussion board. So at the end of every single module, we have one discussion board. So we have warm-ups every day, exit tickets almost every day, discussion boards at the end of the module. And what we try to focus on here is we try to focus on students doing level 3 or level 4 DOK work. So really taking everything in that they've learned over the course of the module and then really applying it to something outside or making an argument or whatever it may be. Mastery pass. So at the end of every module, we have a unit or module test. Then I'll scroll down to that. So the tests here, so they do all of these things. They're done with the module. They do the test. After the test, they do the mastery pass. I've also made a video on mastery pass, so you can check that out as well if you're curious. So this is the breakdown of all of the points. This is once per unit or module. This is once per module every single day. Once per module, once per module. Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Jensen with EdTech Integration. Thanks so much for watching the video. So just a quick conclusion on all of that. A couple things that I like about this system is 1, it cuts down on grading. 2, it's really simple for the students. They know what to look forward to. They come into class. It's just a norm of our class. One thing I'll say that I don't like about it is that when students do exit tickets every day and they're automatically graded, I'll be honest, I lose track of my grade book. So what I mean by that is when I'm not looking at student work all of the time, I lose track of how students are doing on certain things versus other things. So it's something I need to build into the system, I think, to help a little bit more, or just maybe for me just checking back and seeing how students do on those exit tickets. Other than that, I think that there's a lot of pros to it. And like I said, it's easy for students to follow, and I feel like it really does assess what they know and their knowledge pretty well. So again, like I said before, if you liked or disliked or agreed or disagreed with anything in this video, please leave it in the comments and let me know. I really do want to help teachers be better, and I also want to be better myself, so let me know what works for you, or if this is different, or if you like it or you dislike it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate all the support. We'll see you next time.